Okay, number 8, this problem wants us to determine algebraically if the function is even, odd, or neither. Okay, so let me show you the mathematical definition. So here in the text, we have definition for even function, odd function. So what we're going to do to determine is we're going to take our function, we're going to replace x with negative x and see is it equal to the original. If so, it is even. Then we're going to use that same part we used in part 1, and we're going to set it equal to making the y value negative and see if those two functions are equal. If so, it is odd. Okay. So what does that mean in layman terms? A function is even if it is symmetric with respect to the y-axis, and a function is odd if it is symmetric with respect to the origin. Okay, you can have some images and see kind of what that looks like. So let's jump into it. So I do 3 things. So here's the definition of even. F of negative x equals f of x. That's what even means. Okay, and then if f of negative x is equal to negative f of x, then this will be odd. Okay, so just be aware of those definitions. Okay, and where did my problem go? There we go. So in this example, we have f of x equals 8x cubed. All right, so we're going to find f of negative x. We're going to replace x with a negative. So that means 8, and in parentheses, negative x to the 3rd power. So we have an odd number of negative x's. So what this means right here, just kind of like a side note, is negative x times negative x times negative x. So we have negative and negative will make this a positive, x squared, and then it will make it right back negative, x to the cube, x to the 3rd power. So here, this is our original. Let's keep this one. This is f of negative x. So when we simplify that, we just end up with a negative 8x to the 3rd. So it ends up being negative. This is f of negative x. All right, now negative f of x. So negative f of x just means to multiply your whole expression by a negative. So my 8x cubed, and anything else I would have would be multiplied by a negative. So double arrowhead here. This would simplify to be negative f of x equals just a negative 8x to the 3rd. Okay, so we've done all 3 parts. So this is even if negative f of negative x and f of x are the same. So f of x and f of negative x, these are not the same. This is positive, this is negative, so not even. All right, now we check odd. Are these last 2 the same? So f of negative x and negative f of x. We got negative 8x cubed, and we have negative 8x cubed. These 2 are the same, so this function is odd. It has origin symmetry. All right, so we're going to do the same thing here on number 9. Okay. We have f of x equals 8 divided by x to the 16th power. So this is my original here. And remember, even and odd definition, I'm just going to put an E here. Even if f negative x equals f of x, and then odd, let's put an O, if f of negative x equals negative f of x. Okay. So now we're going to look for f of negative x. So we're going to plug a negative x in. And we have a negative x to the 16th power. So an even power. This will give us back a positive. An even number of negatives will come out to be positive. So this is the same. So f of negative x is the same. So it does come out to be even. Does it also work for odd? So negative f of x. You just plug the negative on the outside this time. That's all you do. You would change all the signs. This is supposed to be x to the 16th. So when you just multiply negative, it just changed the sign to negative 8x to the to the 16th power. 1/6. Okay, so this is what we get for negative f of x. This and this do not match. Okay, so it is not odd. So this one comes out to be even. This is an even function.